Marami sa mga Pilipino ang nagkakaroon ng sakit sa bato or chronic kidney disease, both young and old. Meaning, hindi lang ang mga may edad na ang nagkakaroon ng ganitong sakit. Unfortunately, marami sa mga kabataan ang merong ganitong kondisyon na di nila nalalaman unless nasa advanced stage na ito. This is because chronic kidney disease is silent at ang mga simptoma ay hindi gaanong napapansin or it can be attributed to other causes. Imagine, one Filipino develops chronic kidney disease every 40 minutes at isa sa bawat Pilipinong may chronic kidney disease ang nagkakaroon ng kidney failure at mangangailangan ng dialysis bawat oras. In fact, dialysis covers the largest chunk of PhilHealth reimbursement. So ito ay napakalaking healthcare burden, hindi lang sa ating bansa, kundi sa bawat pamilyang may inaalagaan na pasyente na may chronic kidney disease. Of course, it's not only the patients suffering from chronic conditions ang apektado ang quality of life. The family is largely affected as well. Financially, mentally, dahil ito ay chronic condition. That means pangmatagalang sakit or minsan huli na para malunasan. About 7 million Filipinos are diagnosed with stage 3 chronic kidney disease, but this is an underestimate. Dahil marami sa ating mga Pilipino ang hindi nakaugaliang magpatingin sa doktor pag may nararamdaman. Or kung para sa iba, kahit pagustuhin na bumisita sa doktor, they have limited resources and access to healthcare. Kaya pinagpapaliban na lang ito or usually they self-medicate or try other alternative means na abot kaya para sa kanila. Hindi nyo ba napapansin na dati naman ang dialysis centers ay nasa mga ospital lang? Bakit ngayon mas marami pang dialysis centers ang kailangan na hindi nasakop ng ospital para matulungan ang mga pasyenteng may kidney failure na? At ang listahan para sa kidney transplant ay pahaba lang ng pahaba. Nakakalungkot tingnan ang mga numero. Statistical data kung tawagin naming mga doktor. But the exponential increase in chronic kidney disease is undeniably alarming. But there's good news. There is a proven way to prevent, arrest, and even reverse the progression of chronic kidney disease. Did you know that about 60% of the causes are highly preventable, meaning pwedeng maiwasan ang kidney failure? Halos kalahati sa mga pasyenteng may chronic kidney disease ay dahil sa diabetes, which is a reversible condition. Hypertension is another cause at alam natin na ito ay lifestyle-related disease na pwedeng malunasan. So bakit natin pinag-uusapan ito? Dahil napakalaking bagay kung ang bawat Pilipino ay may alam kung paano maiiwasan ang chronic kidney disease. Hindi madali ang sitwasyon kapag ikaw ay may ganito ng kondisyon. Napakamahal ng healthcare maintenance to somehow delay the complication. Ang lifespan ng taong may chronic kidney disease ay mas mababa kumpara sa mga walang ganitong kondisyon. Lifestyle change is a proven intervention to address this disease burden. Many patients are referred to a trained lifestyle medicine specialist for co-management of patients with chronic kidney disease. Marami din sa aming mga pasyente ang kumukonsulta direct to us dahil sila ay nangangailangan na ng fistula insertion in preparation for dialysis. Umaasa na may pwede pang magawa para maiwasan mag-dialysis. Meaning, ito ay mga pasyente na ang creatinine level ay nasa 500 milligrams per DL na or mas mataas pa dito. Sometimes, it could be too late for us to intervene. But, more often than not, intensive lifestyle intervention tailored sa kailangan ng pasyente is shown to delay the need for dialysis. Some patients at an early stage would even arrest the progression and normalize their creatinine and albumin levels. At hindi lang yon, patients are also managing their diabetes, their hypertension, their weight, and what we usually observe ay nababawasan ang required dose nila ng gamot para itaas ang hemoglobin level to address anemia or other conditions. I'm sure you've heard about uremic toxins na pag-usapan natin ito in my previous video. As the patient change their eating behaviors, bumababa ang uremic toxins. I am emphasizing this because this is a crucial intervention to save the remaining kidney cells sa pasyenteng may chronic kidney disease. And more importantly, patients are enjoying better health outcomes and quality of life. They are highly functional with efficient energy, bumababa ang healthcare cost, and of course, less burden to their families. This is what we mean when we talk about lifestyle medicine as a solution for the demoralizing financial, physical, and mental burden of chronic kidney disease and other non-communicable diseases. You can always ask your doctors kung kailangan mo ng referral for a lifestyle medicine intervention. Isang importanteng paalala lang, ang lifestyle medicine ay hindi alternatibong pamamaraan ng paggamot. It's the primary and maintenance intervention for chronic conditions katulad ng chronic kidney disease. Ang lifestyle medicine ay laman ng mga treatment guidelines na ginagamit ng mga doktor to treat non-communicable diseases. Panatilihin ang pag-aaral at dagdagan ang kaalaman tungkol sa kalusugan. Staying healthy is not by chance. It's the lifestyle we choose to live, and every choice counts.